And Jack Brabham, the reigning world champion, wins his 5th Grand Prix in a row to clinch once again the motor racing championship of the world.
I want you to join with me the rest of the Cooper team. Jack Brabham's fellow driver, Bruce McLaren, the New Zealander, who's 2nd in the World Championship. Race director John Cooper, the technical wizard behind the team. And of course, the race mechanics, Noddy Groman and Mike Barney, who are so vital to the success of any motor racing team. Well, now that you're all together, I can reveal why we've asked you all to be here this evening. It's to the Cooper car racing team goes the Sports New Team Award of 1960.
Now here's the bit you've all been waiting for, the bits that we studiously try to avoid, but don't actually mind when we don't. Defending champion, of course, is Murray Walker. Where are you, Murray?
You've got an enormous bump on your head. Can you let them see it?
I don't know whether you...
Right up there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, for real spectacular driving, watch this. Keke, 3 very happy years with Williams, including a world championship. Keke, 4 very happy years with Williams. All-wheel drive, watch them all. None of them will spin, except the front ones. Pete Dam wins, looks through a completely clean windscreen, and that's the big advantage, of course, of being in front.
Murray is always our star turn on this.
Bernie, it's some 17 years since you bought McLaren. You've had some good times and you've had some bad times. What do you remember best?
I don't remember buying McLaren.
Starts. My regrets, we must leave Brands Hatch. Join us again at 5:45.
They say clothes make the man. Well, the clothes are Niki Lauda's, but the contents are me, Murray Walker, here at Silverstone to achieve a life's ambition. Drive a Formula One Grand Prix car.
You can always rely on Murray.
Can you tell us how you came to decide that you wanted to drive this car?
Steve Webster and Tony Hewitt, plus their World Championship winning machine, with us here.
Richard Noble.
The Italian Ferrari that was driven in 1958 by Mike Hawthorn. Yes, he is actually dressed for driving. Hawthorn became Britain's first Grand Prix world champion.
Well, what's been your most memorable moment of the year?
Well, obviously the last race at Casablanca when I clinched the World Championship. I didn't have to sort of drive very hard, I only had to come second. But crossing the finishing line then, I think, was probably to me anyway, my greatest moment.
But here at Nürburgring, it's a driver's course, and it's a question of the power of the Ferraris against the sheer driving skill of Stirling Moss. On the straight, Ferraris must be faster, but here at the ring, there are 170 curves in the 14-mile circuit, and regardless of power, the best driver should win. And undoubtedly, Moss, number 7, is the best driver here today. Bides his time, and then just at the right moment he pulls ahead to demonstrate his complete superiority on the twisting circuit. It's his second Grand Prix win of 1961.
I'm honoured on my own behalf and also because it's the first occasion that motor racing has managed to get at the top of this pole.
But not the last. Nigel Mansell did it in 1986 and would almost certainly have been world champion had this not happened in Australia.
And look at that! That is Nigel Mansell, and the car absolutely shattered. He's fighting for control, and you can see what's happened. Mansell is out of the race. Now, this could change and will change the World Championship.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Hi, Nigel Mansell, Sports Review of the Year.
Oh, yeah. You're the fifth one we've had today, sir. Have you got any ID?
I bet you I'm the only one with this.
Oh,
I better bring it back.
Yeah, that'd do nicely, sir. Thank you very much.
Where is he? I don't know. With a bit of luck. Thank you, Nigel. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
They love him and he loves them. And Nigel Mansell wins the 1992 British Grand Prix in terrific style.
The celebrations in anticipation of Britain's first world champion in 16 years.
I had to slow down so much because they're blocking the track and actually ran one person over and he was a very big man. Oh, he loved it. The car, we just had to leave the car at club. There was no way through. I mean, what can you say? I've never experienced that in my whole career anywhere in the world. And I mean, they're fantastic, aren't they? It's just incredible.
John Surtees. Without doubt, there's no faster man on two wheels in the world than John Surtees. Undefeated in every Grand Prix race, Surtees is a winner every time he rides.
Well, now, if you're a little puzzled by the glimpse you had of John Surtees before, you'd every reason to be, because although this is John Surtees as we know him, the world motorcycling champion 3 years in succession, this, of course, is only a model. And already, it's a model of the past, because this is how you'll see John Surtees in future as a racing car driver. For tonight, John Surtees announces his retirement from motorcycling, and he's going to concentrate on motor racing. Hello, John. Now, you've told me before, many times on this program, that you thought you could combine both motorcycling and motor racing. Why have you made this new decision?
Well, you can combine them if you only take one seriously, and you treat the other as a sort of just a pastime. But unfortunately, things have changed during the past year with regard to motorcycling, and so I've come to the decision to retire from one and, well, try my hand at the other.
Now out in front and weaving all over the road in the blue car, passed by Mansell, who takes the lead.
Let's give him about 18 seconds.
It's 18 seconds. Are you ready? Go!
Jackie Stewart, a new face here at our Sports View gathering. Jackie Stewart, the motor racing driver, had a great first season too in the big time.
Very pleasing, yes.
Now, what about the old men, people like Hill and Clark?
Well, Hill's pretty old, but Clark's coming along. He's only 29.
You've travelled most of the way this season behind Jim Clark, Graham. What would you say is his most outstanding characteristic as a racing driver?
Well, I think getting across the line first. It's a bit irritating, actually.
Do you always know when he's behind you, Jim?
Yes, I can always recognise that moustache anywhere.
Well, gentlemen, look, seriously now, next year, change of formula, bigger engines. What does this mean to the firm of Hill and Clark?
Well, speaking as an old man, I'm rather looking forward to it. Jimmy, unfortunately, has got to use one of our engines, so just to show there's no ill feeling, I'm personally going to assemble his.
And 1968 was the year in which Graham Hill won the World Motor Racing Championship, which he first won in 1962. Hill made sure of victory in his Lotus Ford in the Mexican Grand Prix a month ago, at the end of a long, frustrating and cruel season.
Graham, we're delighted to have you with us tonight. Looking at racing cars, it seemed to me that they look less and less like cars to me and more like planes with these sort of aerofoil arrangements at the back here at the front. Does it mean that you're generating so much power now from the engines that in fact you've got to have this sort of arrangement, otherwise the thing is just going to take off?
Well, I personally don't generate that sort of power, but well, I have my moments, but...
The trophy for the 1969 World Motor Racing Champion, Jackie Stewart.
Somebody's challenging, it's Ritt going through. Jock and Ritt takes the lead in the Parabolica on the last corner of the last lap. And it's going to be a French matcher to win. It must be. It's over the line together. And it's almost a dead heat. It's Jackie Stewart, Ritt, Beltoise and McLaren. Nobody has ever seen the finish of a motor race like that.
And to interview Jackie Stewart, we've invited from hospital his friend and great rival, Graham Hill.
What particular advantage has this car got over, say, the car I was driving?
Well, it's faster, Graham.
Well, I'll buy you a drink for saying that. That's fabulous. Thank you very much. Now, have you had any... do you have any sort of funny moments during the year that you could talk about?
Not very many I can talk about. But
no, neither did I. Now you come to mention that. Anyway, Jackie, I'd like to congratulate you for a fabulous season. I'd like to wish you a lot of luck for next year. Not quite as much as myself, but I hope you succeed with this new car that you're going to be driving.
Well, I wish you good fortune too, Bill.
Thank you, Jackie. Leaving aside your undisputed skill, damn it, what single factor do you think contributed towards your victories this year?
I think, again, my skill. But this year, perhaps more than ever before, on the streets.
I thought you were certainly driving extremely well on the straights. I must agree with you there. Now, superlative skill, but you won 6 Grand Prix, which is, is hogging it slightly. How do you view... I mean, there's 7 Grand Prix as the sort of record. You're obviously hoping for this. Where do you think that you could have done it and it didn't happen?
I don't think that's a fair question.
We, I use the royal we, are delighted, of course, that you retired. And I can't tell you how much we're going to miss you. I just can't tell you.
Well...
not here, anyway.
Graham, I only hope that the example that I'm giving in this direction will allow a few more to retire. And then I might sneak back in.
Now, a couple of years ago, I remember you told us that it was your sort of skill and dexterity, not to mention daring, that sort of brought you to the championship in that year. Now, is there anything you'd like to add to it for this year?
No, it's the same sort of talent that I've been able to bring out again.
Yeah.
Same old stuff. I seem to remember that it was on the straight that year that I gained most.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working on the corners, and this is one of the reasons that I've retired.